But now we get into the main event, and your boy Aljamain Sterling is the champ. You don't see Henry Cejudo on there because he hasn't fought in 2 or 3 years. But he makes his return. It could jump right to the belt very easily. And of course, we got Aljamain Sterling at number 5 on the dude list. This is not a pound for pound list, although I will put pound for pound number 1 Hamza either way. But this is a who are your favorite fighters list, right? You walk up to someone on the street and say, hey man, you watch UFC too. Who are your favorite fighters? Those are my top 5. Hamza, John Jones, Islam, Yuri, and Aljamain Sterling. So let's get into this prediction. It's a big one. The main event at UFC 288. In the bantamweight division, for the bantamweight division title at UFC 288, you got Aljamain Sterling, the current champ, 22-3, taking on a former champ and making the comeback, Henry Cejudo, who comes in at 16-2. And this fight is even money for entertainment purposes only. Sterling, 5'7", 3 inches taller than Cejudo. Cejudo now 36, Sterling just 33. Both guys, I mean, Sterling in the prime of his career, Cejudo kind of heading downward, but he's also fresh. Keep that in mind throughout the prediction. Sterling has a 7-inch reach advantage. Both guys stand right-handed. Now, Sterling a little more active, 4.7 significant strikes to 4 per minute for Cejudo. So Sterling will outpace him over the course of 25 minutes by about 15 to 18 significant strikes based on the average. Takedown average, both guys land about 2 takedowns over the course of 3 rounds. You can expect 2 or 3 takedowns in this fight, and it will certainly go to the ground at some point. Sterling, just a 41% takedown defense. That's a big problem. Now, he beat TJ Dillashaw by KO, beat Petr Yan twice, so 1 by disqualification, 1 by split decision on his way to capture the title, and then defended it once. So Sterling, the reigning champion, again, Henry Cejudo coming in trying to capture the belt, get it back, and then probably call for an immediate title shot at featherweight, which he would get. Cejudo, 93% takedown defense. In his last fight, he KO'd Dominic Cruz in the 2nd round. That was in May of 2020. He beat Marlon Moraes by KO and TJ Dillashaw by KO. So Cejudo's for real, but we don't know what he's getting after the long layoff, except for the fact that he's fresh. We know Aljamain Sterling is at his height, and because of that, and because I like Sterling, I think he's going to win this fight. The biggest question mark is a takedown defense. I think he answers that in this fight. Yeah, he'll give up 1, 2, maybe even 3 takedowns, but he's still winning 3 rounds in a unanimous decision victory, in my opinion, because he's going to outstrike Cejudo and minimize any problems on the ground, likely get up quickly on 2 out of 3 of those. So, again, he wins 3 or 4 rounds in this fight. And as long as it goes to a decision, he wins to move to 23-3. Cejudo will fall. The comeback will fall short. In my opinion, he'll fall to 16-3, bantamweight division, UFC 288. Yeah, you already know if a guy's on the due list, we're going with him. But can you imagine if Henry Cejudo comes back and wins this and gets to fight Volkanovski more than likely to become potentially, it's a lot of ifs here, but potentially the first 3-belt champ in the UFC. Can you imagine that it will be Henry Cejudo? I can't. But if he comes back and wins this, he's guaranteed a featherweight title shot. Make no mistake about it. And this is going to be a blockbuster fight. I think Sean O'Malley should have got this fight. But at the same time, the UFC has given Cejudo what he wants. And he's well rested. He can come in and get through this fight and get into a potential featherweight title fight when he's still pretty fresh. Get that and then ride off into the sunset.
He's gon' fight, he's gon' fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height. Yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded. Wake up, hey, where you at? Hey, got hit in the head with a baseball bat.